Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Straight to it, As the caption says, you must feed the soul. You must feed the soul because in order to ascend, in order to become a, you know, true version of yourself, in order to become a happier version of yourself and exist in harmony within yourself and everything around you, you must ultimately feed the soul. And feeding the soul is the essence of everything. It is so easy for us humans to get distracted in this world that we live in. We have so many things that can distract us, like social media, news, drama, things of the ego, things that relate to the ego and things that feed our egos. It's easy to get distracted and it's easy to live through the ego and feed the ego. And to harness the ability to, ultimately feed the soul is a superpower that requires a lot of attention and a lot of patience and understanding. Understanding of yourself and understanding of the world you live in. It's all discipline in a sense. To discipline your mind and to be conscious of the things you feed yourself, whether it be physically or spiritually. Like the foods you eat, the things you watch, the things you read, all things like that they play a part in, your psyche, your spirit. Example, you can read something and this thing can be anything. Let's say you read something spiritually and it can resonate with you. And when it resonates with you, it clicks a certain part in your brain, and in turn of that happening, you get a tingling sensation, whether it be in your brain or goosebumps. That is a prime example of the things you read and the things you watch resonate in your soul and in your spirit in some way, shape, or form. It shapes your being. So just do for yourself and heal yourself in the things you consume. Don't just take it as, oh, it's, distraction. It's just, I'm doing this to, you know, kill some time. And as humans, we're allowed to do that. We're allowed to, enjoy our downtime and distract ourselves with certain things like, playing a game, watching movies. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. When we understand that there's nothing wrong with that. Life shouldn't be so complicated and so built up on some crazy rules. The meaning of life is just to live. The moment you put meaning to what is the meaning of life, then life loses its meaning. If that makes any sense. You can't really, you don't tell a monkey to do this and that. You don't tell a dog to live this way, live that way. They just live. Humans we just try to complicate too many things. And, because we have, we're out of balance. We're out of balance within ourselves. And that's okay, because just because we're out of balance doesn't mean that we're lost within ourselves. You may find yourself in many things, as you go about life. You'll find yourself in people. You'll find yourself in things that you like to do, activities, events, anything, because we are everything, if that makes sense to you. But yes, feed the soul and stay consistent within yourself. Do not lose sight of yourself in this journey of, progressing and evolving spiritually, physically, mentally, or however you want to see it. Always remember that you are the one that is guiding yourself. Do not lose sight of yourself. Sorry. Do not lose sight of yourself. Because the ego, our egos, can lead us down many paths. It is a choice. Every decision, every action comes from a root choice. You're choosing to do this activity, whether it be to fit in to a certain crowd or just for yourself. You're choosing. At the end of the day, we all have a choice, and every action stems from a conscious choice. So be disciplined in the way you think and in the way you act. because sometimes we find ourselves doing things for others rather than for ourselves. And that leads us down a road of distraction, a road of chaos, because you chose to do for others and lost sight of doing for yourself. So what did you really gain in return? You gained nothing. You decided to do something that benefited somebody else rather than something that benefited yourself. So you lost yourself in benefiting something else, somebody else. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but if I make it sound super complicated, I apologize. You know, just remember to bring yourself back to reality, back to your reality. Escape to whatever you find comfort in, wherever you find comfort in, and grow from there. It takes time to grow a tree. It takes time to grow anything. So just be patient within yourself and do not rush your success. Do not rush yourself. But just understand that the root of progression, the root of becoming the person you want to become and achieving the things you want to achieve starts within yourself. So feed your soul. Read books that benefit yourself. Just meditate, pray, whatever you do. Just make sure that it is all in accordance and progression to yourself. Because it can be easy, like I said, to get lost and distracted and, thrown off path in this world. It can be very, very easy. And sometimes you just have to be conscious of that and understand that and take blame for your actions. Take blame for, the things, your wrongdoings. Because sometimes as humans, we like to come up with a lot of excuses. Sometimes you just have to take blame for those things and don't beat yourself up because whatever life throws at you, it's just meant to come your way. Find a way to navigate around it and find a way to apply it to yourself because there is a lesson in everything and in everybody that comes into our life. We just have to learn how to apply that to ourselves and find the knowledge within that person that, or that thing that has come into our life because, sometimes you move too fast and you lose sight of everything that is around you. Well, that's okay. Because in your moments of silence and in your moments of stillness, you rethink that and reminisce on that and find the knowledge that was there to be gained. Sometimes you don't find it in the exact moment and right then and there, and that's not always about it. It shouldn't always be like that. You shouldn't always be like, oh, I see it here, I see it now. No, it doesn't work like that. I know sometimes you lay in bed and you realize like, whoa, okay, I get it now. Stuff like that. Just be patient within yourself and see lessons in everything and see growth and find love in everything you do. Because, life's a big school, life's a big lesson, and it's an easy one too. It's just people try to complicate things. I have a video where I think it's titled, See Your Problems as Opportunities, something like that. But, everything stems to that. People complain and complain and complain. But what are you doing about it? There's an opportunity in everything that is a problem. Most of the time, those things that we label as problems are lessons, if you really think about it. Karmic lessons or just lessons in general that shape us, shape our being and shape our future. Because every day you are tested, whether it be minor, and regardless of if you don't see it or not, understand that you are being tested every single day. Now that shouldn't make you scared and it shouldn't put any fear into your conscience because, there's not somebody watching you in the sky or somebody, just observing you 24/7, making sure you do the right things and do the wrong things. who's to say what is right and who's to say what is wrong? This is life, you know? Let people live how they want to live, love how you want to love, you know, evolve, grow how you want to grow. Just do what you got to do. Now, I understand that that statement might be kind of, you know, tight-ropey. I don't know how to say it. Tight-ropey, yes. Because obviously there's bad people in this world. There's bad people in this world that do bad things. But that's just another version of yourself, you know, another version of your ego. I'm not saying that, you know, these people should do this, that, but I'm not the one, we are not the ones, ultimately, that decides, you know, what that person's life is going to be, you know? It is not our say, it is not our word to ultimately, you know, decide what that person's life is going to entail or end up, you know. Some things are just out of our control, and some things are just meant to be the way they are meant to be. Sadly, you know, it's a sad way of seeing it, but ultimately that's life. And the more energy you put into things that put you down, the more you put yourself down. So consider evolving yourself and putting energy into yourself. And in doing so, you will be able to help others and evolve others and have a bigger voice. Understand what I'm saying? Sorry if I've kind of derailed from this, you know, from the origin topic of this video, but I'll bring ourselves back. Feed the soul. Feed your soul. Be patient with yourself and feed your soul. Give yourself love. Give yourself life. Give yourself light. Even darkness. All things grow from what is darkness. So just, you know, don't see anything as bad as it really isn't that bad. Like I said, humans just tend to complicate things. But yes, feed the soul and you shall forever and always be free from yourself and from your egos. Because you get to know yourself and you get to truly, you know, self-observe. It's all about observation of self. Because when you are able to observe your habits and observe your negative thoughts and observe your, you know, just negative beings, then that is one step closer to enlightenment. That is one step closer to truly being, you know, conscious and aware within yourself and everything that is around you. When you begin to do those things, because you expand the mind and you expand self, you expand your horizons within yourself. And just remember that. You know, just remember that. I was gonna say something, but there's a squirrel on the tree and it distracted me, and it just threw my brain into a loop. I just take that as a sign. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some guidance in it, whether it be conscious or, you know, just in general, some guidance in it. I hope you found some insight as well. As always, if the sun has just risen, hope you have a good day, good experience. And if the night has just fallen, hope you have a good night, some good dreams, some good sleep. Prepare yourself for tomorrow. I hope your day today was amazing, going amazing, as always. But yes, I will see you all when I see you all. Thank you for everything and anything you've done for me. All your energy does not go unnoticed. The comments don't go unnoticed. Thank you. Thank you for everything and all that is to come. Peace.